How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Garry's Mod, and today we'll take a look at the one and only Omni-Man. Now, I do want to thank 003 and Small Potato TV for suggesting. I normally don't do superhero mods because, well, I'm gonna be honest, they don't really resonate with my audience. I'm really not too sure why, but something about powers and abilities and stuff just don't really work out on this channel. But this is a cut above the rest. This is such a cool mod, and we gotta do a video on it. Now, for starters, this is going to be a SWEP, so your player model is going to be who you are, but the moment that you do equip the Omni-Man SWEP, you're gonna hear one of his amazing lines from, of course, the amazing show, Invincible, and I recommend anyone who has Amazon Prime to check it out. It is such a good show. I need to catch up on the latest season. It's very gory, so adult audiences only, although then again, I guess this channel's kind of gory too, so maybe never mind. For starters, left click is going to be your punch. Now, you got a lot of impact on this punch. Like, just tapping it is going to send most NPCs flying, and the shockwave and the sound effects are top notch. Like, this add-on was carefully crafted from an amazing creator. Now, of course, the really cool thing about the punch is that you can just do the basic punch, and there kind of is a bit of a combo. You can see he does kind of alternate. Now, the animations are a little stiff, but I'm not going to critique that because most of the time these mods don't even have animations. And the ones we have here are absolutely solid enough, and I am loving it. And by the way, if you think this punch just has force, it has a lot of damage. We have a hunter here, 210. One shots without having to charge it. Wait, charge? That is correct. Holding left click is going to let you charge, and when you do, you're going to hear the tightening of the spandex on his suit. Once you do hear that sound, that's a pretty good indicator that you're going to let out some pretty tremendous force. Now to compare, we can see that that goes pretty far. In fact, it does make it to the end, but this one, I mean, he goes all the way to the stratosphere. And yes, of course, you can knock other NPCs into other NPCs, and, well, you could even play Odessa Pool if you wanted. I'm gonna pretend that didn't just happen. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that does kind of suck. However, not to fear, because we have the R key to annihilate pretty much anything in front of you. Now, this is kind of like a shockwave. Again, I love the animation for it. And apparently Omni-Man is so powerful he can even make your game crash. Alright, now what about a 1v1? Well, that could be kind of hard sometimes because of the way the camera's angled, but do not fear, because right click is going to have you lock onto your target and then move the camera over your shoulder. Definitely a nice addition for when you want to just beat the snot out of someone. Now, if you are worried about dying, I would not, because as you can see down there, we got 30,000 health, but that doesn't matter because when he hits you, and it's pretty cool, Omni-Man will even have some funny lines too, we don't really take damage. And I swear I don't have God mode on, I just turned it off. But this guy definitely does not. He also says some pretty cool lines when he gets the kill. This is a really well-made add-on. I'm actually impressed, but let's go on to the fun stuff now. Flying. By double tapping space, you can just float around. Now, this can look a little goofy, you know, it's not the speed we expect. Well, go ahead and double tap shift, and you will go at blistering speeds, and I am not going towards those buildings. Let's go ahead and go over here. I'm not trying to get canceled this year. And the cool thing is when you do slam into any obstacle, it's going to leave a massive impact crater that does some pretty tremendous damage. By the way, that same effect also happens when you punch, which of course you can do while flying. Also, something cool to note is the stronger your punch is, the bigger the impact. And to show you guys how big the impact is, well, it's pretty damn big. Alright, so this has been fun and all, but let's go ahead and fight someone more our size. We got Ares here. Now, it's important to note that this map does not have a nav mesh, so he might be a little buggy, but that's okay. I just want to demonstrate what these punches do, and we're just, like, ripping his health in half, man. Alright, we definitely pissed him off adequately. Now we're going to see his true power. Or wait, no, he's just dead. Or is he? That's right, we got the big boy Ares. This is definitely more the kind of thing I was expecting. Why are we aimed on his crotch? Is this going to be a thing right now? All right, whoa, hold on. We're actually taking damage. He did a good chunk of damage right there. And my punches are just kind of bouncing off of him now. Oh no. His health regen is too powerful. Now, it is important to understand that you also get health regen, but it's not even remotely as powerful as his. Not even the clap is doing anything. Yeah, you could just whack this guy all day. It is not going to work. Although I do have one more thing I can do. Let's see if it works. Nope, we just face through him, and we are like one hit away from death. So, you're not going to be killing any gods of war as Omni-Man, but you're going to be pretty much destroying everything else. But as always, you guys know the drill. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think this is pretty cool? Do you like Invincible? What are your thoughts on Omni-Man? And, well, I think this is a pretty damn sick swep, if I do say so myself. As always, links will be in the description. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys want. You all know what to do. Check out NecrosVideos down below for Pokemon TCG Pocket content. I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, stay awesome and farewell.